Hey there and welcome. This is the Clear English Corner and I'm Keenyn, your personal American English pronunciation coach. We all know that words are very powerful. The words we use can impact how people see us. Strong or weak, certain or uncertain, trustworthy or untrustworthy, confident or unconfident. In this lesson, I'll share 10 phrases you want to avoid around the office and suggest some stronger words to use if you want to sound confident and professional. Sound good? Let's dive in. First phrase, is that okay? This is often a tag question, seeking to verify that our plans or actions are approved by another. I'll analyze the feedback responses and create a list of common concerns. I'll send it to you by Friday. Is that okay? What this sounds like is, help me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know if my recommendation is a good one or not. You want to particularly avoid this phrase when you're working with clients and customers. The question demonstrates a lack of confidence in your plan of action, when what you want to communicate is that you know what you're talking about, and you want to verify that your client or customer is getting what they need. So instead, try something like, is that what you had in mind? I'll analyze the feedback responses and create a list of common concerns. I'll have that to you by Friday. Is that what you had in mind? Or if you're suggesting a plan of action to a manager, instead of asking, is that okay? Outline your plan and check for approval with something like, let me know if I should proceed. I've made the recommended revisions and I can submit the proposal this morning. Let me know if I should proceed. Second phrase to avoid, you're wrong. No matter your intentions, no one likes to hear this, and your interaction is almost certain to end negatively. But we don't always agree on everything all the time, and a lot of times discussion of differing opinions leads to a better final solution. So instead of, you're wrong, try, I disagree, and here's why. Then state your case in a diplomatic manner and ask, what do you think? By saying this, you're being straightforward while also inviting an open discussion. Number 3, no absolve, but... So generally, people say this when they're about to say something offensive, but they don't want to come off that way. You're trying to absolve yourself of the possible anger or hurt feelings that your words might cause. There's really no alternative for this one. As a rule, if you have to start your sentence with no offense, but you're better off not saying anything at all. Number 4, I don't know. Now here, I'm referring specifically to using this response when you're asked a question by a client, a customer, or a manager. Here's a reassuring truth. No one expects you to know everything, and it's okay to admit when you don't have an answer. The response, I don't know, by itself puts an ending to an exchange, whereas adding a few words like, I don't know, but I'll find out, demonstrates a willingness to take action and find answers on your part. You could also say, let me look into that. Another option is to share what you do know with a phrase like, here's what I can tell you. Here's what I can tell you. The invitations went out on Monday and responses were requested by Friday. You could also respond with, I have the same question. And if you know someone who might have information on the subject, you can say, let's reach out to Barb. I bet she'll have some insight on this. I have the same question. Let's reach out to Barb. I bet she'll have some insight on this. Number 5, he or she works for me. If you're a manager, you want to avoid this phrase. Whether you mean to or not, it conveys a certain sense of superiority and a need to be recognized as a higher point on the hierarchy. It's much more inclusive and team-oriented to say, we work together when introducing members of your team. Number 6, I hate to bother you, but... In professional situations, if you have a question or need clarification, it's important. you're not bothering anyone. By starting your conversation with, I hate to bother you, but you immediately put yourself in an unnecessarily submissive position. Instead, try, excuse me, do you have a few minutes to discuss something? Or, when you have a moment, I'd like to discuss something with you. These two phrases show competence while still letting you have control in a conversation. Number 7, I hope to hear from you soon. This is a common ending in emails, especially when following up with new clients or potential customers, and also in interview situations. But when you end a message with this, hoping that you'll hear from someone soon, it conveys the idea that you think you might not. Instead, you can project confidence that the conversation will continue by saying something like, I look forward to discussing the next steps, or I look forward to hearing from you soon. Number 8, I believe, I think, I feel. Here I'm talking specifically about using these phrases when establishing a new client or a new customer or in an interview situation. When you say, I think I can be a great asset to your company, it implies that you don't solidly believe in yourself. Instead, remove the I think and just say, I can be a great asset to your company. My unique skill set makes me a perfect match for this position. Or instead of I think, say, I know. I know I can help you and your team make significant gains in productivity while reducing overall operating costs. Bam! The best way to start speaking with this type of certainty is to start thinking positively about yourself and all you offer. Then you want to practice making these types of direct statements out loud so you can say them with ease to others. Number 9, someone told me to do it. Insert the name. Bob told me to do it. When a mistake has been made, this makes it sound like you can't think for yourself and you're trying to find someone to blame. It makes you sound inexperienced and like you're incapable of working things out for yourself. Mistakes happen. It may be entirely your fault and it may not. What's more important in situations like this is to acknowledge that a mistake has been made and then clearly convey the steps you're taking to address it. We've clearly made a mistake here. Let me share with you the steps we're taking to make it right. Or if you're still working on how exactly you're going to address the problem, you can say something like, I've made a mistake here and I'm committed to making things right. I'll get back with you shortly and let you know the specific steps I'm taking to fix the problem. Better, right? And finally, this might sound silly, but when you open with a statement like this, it automatically makes whatever you're about to say easy to dismiss. If you have an idea or a suggestion, state it right out with something like, here's an idea, I have a suggestion, or here's something to consider. State your idea with confidence, and the energy surrounding your suggestion can be contagious. Again, practicing these types of statements before a big meeting or an important conversation is essential in helping you deliver them with certainty and confidence. So there you have it, 10 phrases to reduce or eliminate, and some suggested stronger alternatives so you can sound more confident and professional. It can take time and effort to perfect your professional business language. But these phrases are a great place to start as you work towards sounding more confident and professional in your conversations around the office. I hope you found the lesson helpful. If you did, please be sure to share with friends. And be sure to visit the Clear English Corner website for more lessons on English pronunciation and conversation. As always, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.